guys, here's my clean zone. Here's my fuzz. Alright, here's adding the octave. For chords, but that's how it works today. So fuzz gets fed into the octave, and then we got the wah, but I'm gonna skip that since you guys are actually playing my board right now and I'm not. You're actually facing it as if I were. So here's the tube screamer side. Same thing, but with a little trim. Pretty standard. Alright, here's that Bluesbreaker side. Was there for both. Add a little flavor to it, of course. So that's kind of my blue side. I would say kind of the 90s side would be really this Timmy and the Boss. So the Timmy would be with my telly normally. So with the distortion. Sound is with that chorus, Timmy, and the boss. So a lot of my chord tone, say church-wise, is literally this Timmy, and actually the Timmy and the tube screamer. So stuff is trails in it, so it's a little bit of the delay sound, the reverb sound. So this is kind of the wet side, and this is the dry side. So all the dry side actually gets split from the chorus, and it goes right to the Hot Rod Deluxe here. And then the wet side effects, which I'm still building upon for modulation, is actually going through my made cabinet by Jason. He's actually made this whole modular pedalboard system. So it's actually being powered by this 5mm, which is pretty neat. It's got a normal mode if you want like kind of a flat EQ setting, and it's got a bright mode. So this is what the let's see, the Timmy on. We'll just go back to the tube screamer. This is what the dry signal sounds like with the spring reverb and just the flat. So that's with a little bit of a spring reverb. If I really want a wet signal, I'll just turn it up. So that's that spring reverb that's on there. And if I want trim and it really choppy, so that's with the flat. So let's try that again with the wet side on bright. That's everything fully bright on the Strat. And let's try it with the delay actually. So you got the the reason why I put this knob here so I can actually toe tweak it, so if I have to do a little bit more ambient texture and it dies out on me quick, I just kind of make it extended. textures and stuff for church. So this actually runs the whole wet effects here, and then same thing, I actually put a chicken head knob on here as well, the same thing to make modifications if I need to the wet side of the effects. Usually leave this on bright. So this thing's actually pretty sweet. It's not too loud, it's not too much. It actually pumps me up to about 100 decibels. And I never really leave it past here. After about 12 o'clock, it kind of loses value, I would say. Gets real muddy and stuff. So you've lost all the headroom in it. So about 9 o'clock or so or down, usually I pointed the chicken head to it so I know kind of where I'm at. So if I'm pointing at the bright switch, we're usually good to go. Anyways, that's my board, so I wanted to share that with everybody. Just kind of the tones. I really wanted to highlight the fuzz. And then the Ecto on top of that.